Remember, you have power over your mind, and not over outside events. When you realize this, you'll discover great strength. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Just be one. If you're distressed by anything external, the pain isn't due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. It isn't death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Never let the future disturb you. You'll meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Our life is what our thoughts make it. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do isn't right, I'll happily change. For I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It's the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? I've often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. The object of life isn't to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. If it isn't right, don't do it. If it isn't true, don't say it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It's all within yourself, in your way of thinking. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside and see what sort of people they are. You'll realize that there's no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Don't act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. Death smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Here's a rule to remember in future: when anything tempts you to feel bitter, not, "This is misfortune," but to bear this worthily as good fortune. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. How much time he gains who doesn't look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. Begin each day by telling yourself, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. All of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil." Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. You always own the option of having no opinion. There's never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. What we do now echoes in eternity. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. For it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. Don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. Your days are numbered. Use them to throw open the windows of your soul to the sun. Because, if you don't, the sun will soon set, and you with it. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. Always do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter. Cold or warm. Tired or well rested. Despised or honored. Dying. Or busy with other assignments. Because dying, too, is one of our assignments in life. There as well. To do what needs doing. Look inward. Don't let the true nature of anything elude you. Before long, all existing things will be transformed, to rise like smoke, assuming all things become one, or be dispersed in fragments. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, "I have to go to work, as a human being. What do I have to complain of, if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm? So you were born to feel nice. instead of doing things and experiencing them? Don't you see the plants, the birds, the ants and spiders and bees going about their individual tasks, putting the world in order, as best they can? And you're not willing to do your job as a human being? Death smiles at us all. All we can do is smile back.